All right, what is up, YouTube? I'm 40. We're going to be looking at Meme Dream Machine. This was the deck that the stream built for me to play at the YCS this weekend. And I'm going to say that this deck was probably the most fun that I've gotten the chance to play. So there's a lot of crazy stuff here. We did finish 3-6. Now, a lot of you are going to be like, oh, that's terrible, nobody cares. You should look at what I had to play. Alright, so we're going to start things off with 3 copies of the Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. I'm going to be honest with you, I was so happy to have a Blue Eyes engine in my deck. I didn't actually realize how great this was going to be. I wanted to say, we did it. Shout out to everybody that contributed to this crazy idea. You know, we've done the crazy build a deck profile before, but we've never done it for a YCS. And would I do it again? Oh yeah, absolutely. This was probably the more common build. So we have 3 copies of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Of course, they were nice enough and gave me 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon to go with my alternatives. I hate this card with passion, more now so than ever, because I drew these so much. Like, you guys don't actually understand. Like, this card says, "Hi, I'm a brick." Yeah. I could build a house with this. Now, this card was clutch, but I had a problem with it. My issue with this card was you have to be able to get out of your hand. I'm playing 60 cards, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was a brick. Everything in here built and contributed by the stream. But yeah, I resolved this once, and it was cute until I got Raigeki. No, I didn't have Return of the Dragon Lords. Trust me. I wish. And of course, they gave me an Arc Brave Dragon. So I was indifferent about this to start. I was like, oh cool, you know, like, we can have Revival Engine in the deck. That's cute. But every time I drew this guy, he was horrible. And I never got to Dragon Shrine to dump this. I think I drew Dragon Shrine once, and it was terrible because I didn't have a way to dump. Now, this, oh my, whoever contributed for these, you are the best around. And don't you ever forget it. This engine was crazy. You know what you shouldn't do in a 60 card deck? Open chair, normal summon the chair, special summon the chair. That's just bad. Don't do that. I did that once. But if you do the chair, or the stick into a chair, and then your opponent doesn't do anything into it, and you're like, oh, Zephyros bounce back, stick, add chair, go chair. Oh my god. This engine. This was nuts. This was the best part of my deck. Like, thank you, Ouroboros. Now, they did give me 3 hand traps to play. I am kind of happy about these. I'm not gonna rag on these. These did their job. I think, yeah, there was never an issue with that. Now, we need to have a discussion about this guy. Why is nobody playing this card at the moment? Why? What's going on here? Link Away, especially into the Tengu. Like, I opened up Tengu and a Gold Bulb, so I got to revive a Gold Bulb, Tengu, and start climbing Link ladders. I think I actually killed somebody with a Boral Sword, because this card exists. I get that there are better methods in today's tournament. I agree with you. Absolutely. But this card is nuts. I actually had to set this a couple of times to kind of not lose. Now, I did have 2 copies of Cyber Dragons. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was indifferent. Mega Fleet's a good card, but you have to play against things that you want to Mega Fleet. If you don't, well, not so good. You know what I mean? Next up, we have 1 copy of Thunder King. I wish I would have had more, to be honest with you. This card was pretty cute in theory. I think I drew it normal summon it once, and he killed the Prankatops. That's about it. I think overall, I did win a couple of stray games. I didn't win those matches. I think the run that I opened up the literal nuts. Like, I won game 1, then I just lost from there. 1 copy of Zephyros. Combo Extender. That's all he is in this deck. This card drops Gold Bulb. He serves no other purpose in life, unfortunately. I really wish Mr. Mathematitio would do something else. This card burned me really hard. My round 9 opponent, I didn't have a choice but to flip this. There was another game where I played against Trickstar. I set the jar, set 4. He proceeds to evenly me. I cry. Then he cries when normal summons Candida, adds the licorice and attacks into this and loses his whole hand. Great. Yeah, that was the next. No, he didn't attack into it with the Candida. What did he do? He did. Oh no, I flipped it for turn. That's what it was. Yeah. For some reason, he just didn't licorice. I don't know why. I don't get these things. One copy of this card. This card says, "Mill me, make link Karibo." Climb link letters. They were nice enough and gave me based waifu. This actually got in a couple of attacks and was doing damage. I'm impressed. This cute little furball. We don't talk about this card. This card got sided out. Alright, spells. I actually had triple copy of Melody. So this card gets ashed every day in my life. This card serves no other real purpose other than to put cards for this in my graveyard. That's my story of how I'm a Blue Eyes deck. Somebody was nice enough to give me a Blue Eyes in it. 2 copies of Twin Twister. These were okay. I don't have any complaints to say about these. These served a really good purpose. I think I drew this once. I'm pretty sure I actually discarded it to pay for Melody. I'm not exactly sure. I just know I never used it. This card was clutch. I drew it once, resolved it, made a Boral Sword, killed somebody. 1 copy Monster Reborn. Good extender. Stole a Manju from a dragon player who needed it. Didn't give it back to him. 1 copy of Dragon Shrine. Really wish I had more. This card is the bane of Sky Striker's existence. I did this on my opponent when they had a Kagari on the field. Actually, no, it was a Ray. Forced out the tag. Sorry, I'm kind of tired doing this deck profile. I'm doing this so I can disassemble it so I can test other things. Triple Potted Desires. My deck is 60 cards. Alright, you know what this card says? Deck thick. Draw more. Consistency. This was Soul Charge. The person that donated, I went and talked to them. They said, alright, Soul Charge is banned, so go ahead and put this in. I'm like, okay. We had 1 copy of Pot of Generosity. This got sided out all the time. The reason why this deck can actually win is no matter how bad the format is, I'm a Blue Eyes deck. Blue Eyes deck. I opt for second. You just draw this. Blowout games. Good times. This card is really good. When you draw it, we don't draw cards. This card was actually pretty good. I did this on my opponent's reincarnation target for the revival. This was cute. In theory, I never draw a spell card to go with it, unfortunately. I had 1 copy of Trap Trick, and then they gave me 2 Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmares to go along with it. This wasn't terrible. And then they gave me a Warning and a Judgment. I watched one of my opponents grab. I had this set. Watched my opponent grab Witch's Strike. Proceeded to lose that game because we can't Judgment. That's the main deck. What a fucking ride. Let me tell you. Now, the extra deck here, we have 1 copy of Reflasia for Trap Trick. Yeah, Trap Trick's Trouble. We have 1 copy of Utopia, which actually ranks up into Utopia Lightning. I didn't get to make this. I made this a lot. I think I made this 5 times. This card's nuts. Tachyon, I never had 2 level 8s on the field in a situation that it mattered. Full armor, and doesn't matter, Dragon, really didn't matter. 1 copy Link Karibo, Gold Bulb. This card was amazing. Same with this. This guy did a lot of work. Like, I like this guy. 1 copy of Unicorn. This card did good. This card was okay. I never made it. 1 copy of Borload. This was pretty clutch. This card kills people. Makes Boral Sword. And then 1 Mega Fleet. This is pretty okay. Side deck was pretty useful. We have triple copies of Effect Veiler. I boarded these in quite a lot, actually. Triple Copy is a Gamma Seal. I will say this. This card was pretty good in certain matchups. I brought this in against a Chaos Max player, handed them this, and they were like, oh, well, I guess I lose. One copy of Thousand Dragon. One copy of Time Wizard. I wish I had drawn this more. One copy of Baby Dragon. And one copy of Polymerization for my Baby Dragon. Extra deck. Alright, continuing, we have one Convulsion of Nature. I didn't get to draw this. Kind of disappointing. Triple Called by the Grave. This card is bonkers. Why does this exist? The last card in my side was one copy of Foolish Barrow. I sided this in every single time I could. I never actually drew it. It's kind of disappointing. Well, that is Meme Dream Machine. We finished 3-6. We had one no-show. I was also a bounty. It was kind of crazy fun, actually. Like, zero regrets. So there's that. I beat the Blue Eyes player, which was actually really fun. Chaos Max is really annoying. Alright, no matter what deck you're playing, Chaos Max is hella annoying. And my round 9 opponent was against Rockets. And I actually beat Rockets. Now, I did have stray hands that I did really good with. I beat a Sky Striker player game 1, where I drew literally the best hand I've drawn ever. Won a game against Trickstars. I mean, Trickstars probably this deck's best matchup. Large beaters. Definitely interesting seeing where that's going. But I mean, outside of that, the deck was a lot of fun. Thank you, stream. You guys really did great on this. I'm definitely looking forward to doing something like this again in the future. For everybody, you know, pleasure to meet Akano this weekend as well. That man is crazy. That's all I've got for this, guys. If you guys want to see more cool deck profiles and stuff from me, from more events and stuff I actually go to, I'll profile them. But this was the most fun I've had playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I got to meet so many people this weekend, and it was crazy. Alright, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.